Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Variety Show. Nice to have you here. Hello, Timothy Rainwaters, if you're still there.
Yes, hello. Happy Stitch 626 Day.
What does that mean?
Today's Stitch Day. It's 626 is Stitch's number. It's Jenna went live today at Magic Kingdom for Stitch 626 Day.
Oh, okay. So somehow they connect 626 with Stitch.
With Stitch, yeah.
Okay. I know she loves Stitch.
Oh, yeah. She was dressed from head to toe.
Hey, look what we have here. Cruising on the high seas and travel. Hey, nice to see you again. Been a while. Yeah, good day. All right, Timothy Rainwaters, a pleasure to have you here. And we were just
play Timothy Rainwaters in Words with Friends.
Yes, hello, Janie B.
Hi, Janie B. I play him, and he's really tough.
You play? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I play Timothy Rainwaters in Words with Friends, and he's very tough.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. Good to have you here, Janie B. All right, well, guys. Gosh, we have a great show planned for you tonight. We've got something new, which I was just telling Mary Ellen I'm really excited about. So, Mary Ellen, first off, how's it going?
It's going great. It's warm. You know that you're coming into 100-degree temps this weekend, but and there's storms, but it'll be fun.
I was on a call today at work with somebody from Amsterdam, and he says, it's so hot here. He goes, let me convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit. He goes, it's 84 degrees. And I said, well, that is hot.
That's hot for you.
I'm going to Oklahoma tomorrow. Happy Kentown opening day back in 1976. Wow. Dean, it's just Scrabble. You play with friends. Oh, cool. Oh, I love word games.
That's how I met Freddie, was on Words with Friends.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. All right. Well, we're going to get into it. All right. Here we go, Mary Ellen. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, Mary Ellen, you know how this works. We start with questions. You get to see them first, and then they just come pouring in the chat. Now, every time I put these questions, I feel like, oh my gosh, did I ask this before? What movie made you cry the most?
Wow. Wow. You really need to give me these questions ahead of time.
No.
My mind just goes blank.
I know.
After you ask that. Oh, Janie said The Notebook. There you go.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
You here. Yeah, The Notebook's a tearjerker. Well, it doesn't. You don't have to come up with the most, but can you do any movies come to mind that made you cry?
I swear, my mind is just like gone. What has made you cry?
Okay, I have an answer. Is this these Jamie B with Tony B? I'm not sure. Okay, The Elephant Man.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw it in like around 2 or 3, and I happened to catch it. And oh my goodness, I mean, not just a little teared up, but really seriously cried when he was having dinner with the doctor and his wife, and he became overwhelmed with the fact that people were treating him nice. That was a killer. Oh my gosh. I get where I tear up on a lot of movies. Most recent was the new Inside Out. I saw it last night.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm with you. It seems like a lot of movies lately, the one we watched this week made me tear up. I mean,
Yeah.
Um,
It
there,
definitely was.
it's really, I'm in on some emotional roller coaster right now. I don't know.
I wanted to say something about Inside Out too, and it's not a spoiler alert or anything. Not a spoiler. I noticed something interesting when I went and saw it last night. By the way, if you didn't know, this movie's doing great. It's probably going to reach $1 billion in ticket sales. I think the reason is, and Bob actually commented on it, is that people are just hungry for a good movie in the theaters, and they basically made a good story. And when I was watching it, and it was with the full audience, I noticed something, and that was, everybody laughed at, the various scenes, but there were scenes where only the kids laughed. And I thought that was just hilarious, where all of a sudden you just heard the young kids break out cracking up and none of the adults. And I thought that's really a good sign that a movie can do that.
Yeah.
Timothy says, I'm going through menopause. Well, we do that.
That's funny.
All right, I'll move on. What bug creeps you out?
Spiders.
Spiders, yeah.
There's just something about them. There's some that crawl. There's some that have long legs. There's some that jump. There's some. I mean, you don't know what you're getting. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten bitten by one where
Yes.
it leaves a big purple mark?
Oh, what's it called?
I don't know what they call it, but some spiders will leave.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I have.
quite a bruise.
Yes, and I think
Cruising.
that's the other part that freaks me out.
Are we allowed to promote here if we are a content? Oh, of course. Yeah, we're promoting it right now. So thank you for joining us. Yeah. Tell us what you're about. So, and the other thing, cruising on the high seas, and I thought you were connected to the live place. Maybe my memory is bad. I think you're connected with Sean and Ilana, right? Anyway, I list family-friendly live streams. So if you have one and I don't list it, let me know. I grew up on a farm, says Timothy. I played with bugs. Yeah.
Well, I didn't grow up on a farm, but I mean, when you're
As a kid,
younger, you do play with bugs, but
Yeah,
like
that's
roly
true.
polies and stuff like that.
Yeah. I saw a video once of a little kid all of a sudden had this, hey, look, Mom, what I got. And it was some big bug. And oh my gosh. Janie B, when in Arizona, I had set my purse down on the floor by my chair and a tarantula almost crawled inside. Oh, my purse. Wow, Janie.
I'd be out of there.
All about cruising and travel. Well, that makes sense.
Well, you need to list your channel on the live place. That's what
right.
he does.
That's
It's
right.
theliveplace.com.
Theliveplace.com. And if you go there, you can contact me.
Post when you go live or when you post videos or whatever, when you
as long as it's come up, I only pretty much now post for the time being weekly live streams. So you have to go, if you go live at the same time day every week, that's what I'll list. So it's too hard to capture everything else. If I had more time, I would. But okay, well, so spiders, obviously.
What's yours?
I lived in Houston for a while, so cockroaches. I hated them, but you had to have them. They were very popular down there.
Why were they popular?
I don't know. There were just so many of them. Oh, I won't get into stories. Okay, what school grade was the best for you? I think I might have asked what was the worst, but what was the best? Janie B says B's too. Yeah, it's tough.
I'd say 5th grade.
5th grade. Interesting. Okay. How come? Do you remember?
You're still, at least at our school, you're the upper echelon of the of the grade school. You're not in middle school yet, so you're kind of the top dog of the grade school. And then you start middle school the next year, and then you're like low man on the totem pole. So
Yeah.
I think
And middle school is the worst. I mean,
yes.
terrible ages. Our middle school was actually 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. So that kind of explains why my favorite grade was the 6th grade.
Oh, there you go. See,
So
same thing.
you kind of nailed it. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. Cool. All right. I will remember. I'm going to Oklahoma tomorrow, so I'll get it when I come back. From junior high through high school for me. Oh, well, that's cool, Timothy. I bet he was in sports. I'm just going to take a guess on that.
Well, I was in sports, but I
That's true.
wasn't that excited about it.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we don't have a ton of people here, but we are to the next thing. Okay. So I want you to look at this. And this is what I was the most excited about. I used a website called GenCraft. First, let me get Janie B's answer here. For 11th, for some reason, lots of fun away games.
Well, that is fun.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I used an AI generator on a site called GenCraft, and I'm not going to tell you what I entered, but I want you to look at this picture, Mary Ellen, in the chat, and I want you to try to tell me as best you can, what do you think I asked AI to create? And you don't have to come up with the perfect answer right away. You can just kind of comment. What are you seeing here? What do you think this is? And you notice anything interesting about it?
Group of people in Hollywood studios looking at Star Wars.
Okay. I think that's what Star Wars is what Cruising on
there you go.
Is saying. Star Wars. I've had Star Wars. Hey, we have another new friend here. Hello, Florida Freaks.
Hi, Florida Freaks.
Here. So, Florida Freaks, this is, if you didn't hear me, an AI-generated graphic that I told it to create. And so far, and I've asked, everybody, what do you think I told it to generate? And, okay, so we've had Star Wars. Now, Timothy is saying Star Trek.
Okay.
Okay.
They are dressed like Star Trek, I must say. Yeah. You're right. They look more Trekky.
Yeah, they do look Trekky. Is that Avengers Campus, Dean? It is not. To me, I'm just going to say it kind of blew my mind because think about it. I went to a site and I entered some words and it came up with this. And I'm going to show you it shortly. I just give anybody else. Okay, Cruising also saying Back to the Future. And I see why you're saying that because of that vehicle, but it is not Back to the Future.
Oh.
Yeah. So, all right. You ready for this?
Yes. What did you say?
I said, show the longest line of people waiting to get into Rise of the Resistance at a futuristic Hollywood studios where the people are dressed up as Star Trek characters.
Oh my gosh. There are aspects of that we got spot on.
You definitely did. You got the Star Wars, you got the Star Trek. Look at all the
studios.
Yeah, look at all the people. And I think I don't know how it does this, but you look in the background, you see elements that are futuristic. Yeah. So I'll just tell you the name of the website is GenCraft, GEN Craft, the word. And you do have to kind of you have to sign in somehow, either with your Google account, with your Facebook account, Apple account, something like that. It doesn't cost anything to use it, but they definitely try to sell you on buying a weekly subscription, which is expensive. It's like $8 a week. So for what I need right now, the free is good enough.
Yeah. If you were a content creator and you needed to use it for your, weekly or daily vlogs or blogs or live streams, whatever, that would be worth it. But
yeah, it took 20 seconds to create this, and it created 2 images. And here's the second one. And this one is, if you look really closely at it, you'll see definitely problems with it. Like this guy in the blue shirt about in the middle here, his face is all, it's all weird. But pretty amazing, right? I mean, all these Trekkies.
yeah, no, I know. The issue I had when I tried using one, luckily you didn't add any words to it because they don't know how to spell.
Yeah. And that's correct cruising. It's $8 a week. You can get discounts if you do bigger commitments. But anyway, okay, well, there we go. Our AI. I'm going to try that again. We'll see how long we can do that one. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Now, I had this on last week, but we never got to talk about it. And now we're going to talk about it. Now, you may be in my shoes. Maybe you haven't even seen it, but I'm sure you must have heard about it. And so, with the limited number of people we have here, and Marielle, what do you think or have heard, or what do you know about the Acolyte?
I've watched some of it, and I just from the get-go was like, what? Like it did not. It was weird. It was weird. And then now that I've heard other people say even more things, and they pointed out by the 3rd episode other things, yeah, it's bad. Like I saw the other day they have a 14% watch rate now. Like
what?
It's bad.
Oh my gosh.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it 14%. Nobody likes it.
I heard, where did I hear it today? Was that maybe a Disney fan, but that the writer has been rather defensive about it and has said it's not her fault, it's the fans' fault.
Jeff last night. Yes, we are both from America.
We're from America, where we live 770 some miles apart. We just discovered.
He lives in Minnesota. I live in Oklahoma.
That's right.
Last night, Jeff was saying, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I liked the first episode, and Chris was like, "Oh, Jeff." He said, well, I'm going to give it a try. So I'm curious to see if he's on tonight to see what he thought, if he saw 2nd and the 3rd episodes. Because yeah.
I have not watched. I haven't even renewed my Disney
Plus.
Timothy's saying, I've been watching it. I'll watch to the end. Okay, well,
there you go.
You're committed to it. And well, what do you think about it, Timothy? Are you
must like it?
Yeah, are you not as negative as because honestly, I haven't heard one positive thing yet. And I mean, when we're talking people in our community that are almost always on board with these kinds of things have not been. So I'd be curious to hear your opinion. But yeah, let's just face it, Disney has to look honestly at what they've been making. So many bad movies. Inside Out finally has been a big success. They did what they should have done. They focused on the story.
Yes, it's just a simple story. Has no agenda, has no hidden meaning. It's just a story. A kid's fun little story.
All right. Well, while we wait for that, let's go ahead and move on. All right. Now, this is the question for you who are new here, Florida Freaks, if you're still there, cruising on the high seas. We always ask a question about somebody in our community. And then we have to find out if it's true or not. So, but we all have to guess if this is this true or false. If you don't know Pete McDevitt, you definitely should know him because he is a very popular live streamer in our community. He does both Disney and he does a lot of sports stuff. And I'm not going to say anything more. Has Pete McDevitt met Andre the Giant? And Cruising is saying true. Awesome. Timothy says, I don't dislike it. I wish it felt more like Star Wars themed. Okay, yeah. Janie B is going to guess Pete McDevitt has met Andre the Giant.
You know, I agree. I think this is such a weird question. I think the answer has to be yes.
Yeah. Honestly, have you ever seen this? Is it a Netflix special? I think it is on Andre the Giant. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my gosh. It is so good. He is the nicest man you cannot imagine. He is a big sweetheart. And it's interesting because they talk about when they were filming Princess Bride and how he's the strong giant, and yet he was one of the most physically weak and vulnerable. What's the right word I'm looking for? He is barely able to do the things that he had to do.
Oh, wow.
A lot of health issues associated with being that big. And so, and Timothy also saying true. So everybody has said true so far. And I don't, a gentle giant. Yes, he was the most gentle, pure soul. All right. Well, we're all going true. I'm going to go with you guys on it. And I do not know the answer. Sometimes I do, but I don't. I just know enough to know this was a valid question. So,
okay.
Yep. We have no backlog. If I didn't tell you already, Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders did follow up with me and told me that they have definitely seen Lord of the Rings. They haven't seen the newest stuff, but they have seen the ones that we were thinking of, which is the main three.
Okay. I figured as much.
Yeah. It was a shot in the dark. Do you think I have met Sean or Jeremy in person before? Well, I don't know. Who is Sean and Jeremy? Oh, Sean and Ilana, maybe? Or if it's Sean and Ilana, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to guess yes. Okay. All right. Next question. What country first used cannons in war? United States, Russia, China.
First. I'm going with China.
Okay. Can you give a reason? Let's put you on the spot.
I think because, well, aren't they always fighting somebody? So I think, I think, and they would go back a long way, so they would be first.
Yeah. Cruisin says America, United States. Okay. How about our chat? Anybody else have an answer for this very important question? Janie B, USA. Courtney and I met someone in the Pixar community that did characters in every movie. Wow. That is really cool. You'll have to tell us more.
Like their voices, Timothy Rainwaters? Hi, Marguerite.
That's a really good question. Wow, Marguerite Nagy. I have not seen you in a long time. And she's saying China. Okay.
Wow, you with me, Marguerite.
I have never met Sean in person before. He lives too far. Okay, yeah, that's fair. We probably tend to think, oh, you're both in Australia. You must be,
neighbors.
next door neighbors. Timothy says, I think he's answering your question.
Okay, cool.
That is amazing. Well, somebody who's done a voice in every Pixar movie is Cliff from Cheers, right?
Oh.
And I believe I heard whatever his name, John something or other.
Goodman?
Was it?
Goodman?
No, John something Burger or something like that. He's
Oh,
Cliff from Cheers. He's been a voice in every Pixar movie, as far as I know. All right, well, that's cool, Timothy. All right, I'm going to go to the answer. We had a couple of United States. We had a couple of China.
nobody said Russia.
Who said Russia?
Nobody said Russia.
Nobody said Russia. Space Mountain Dave. Hello, sir.
Hi, Dave.
Dave is the man. All right. The answer is China. You got it, Mary Ellen. You got it, Marguerite. Very good.
We did it.
The cannon may have appeared as early as the 12th century in China, was probably a parallel development or evolution of the fire lance, a short-range anti-personnel weapon combining a gunpowder-filled tube and a pole arm.
Yeah, I envisioned it being kind of, simple,
Yeah.
not like you see it today. So I figured they had some form of that.
You were right on the money. And I saw some pictures of it. I should have put a picture of it in here. It's a rather crude looking thing, but all right. Now, movie quote time. And Mary Ellen, give everybody, in case you happen to know it, maybe 10 seconds. Who knows? This is, since we have a few new people here, what movie is this from? Marguerite, maybe you know. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Where's Movie Mania Nick when you need him?
Yeah, Nick, what's going on here? Or Jim.
Or Jim.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop a few hints if nobody gets it. Nobody's coming back with it yet, so I will just tell you this: it's not a giveaway. It is one of my favorite films, and it's a chick flick.
Hi Arnie.
Oh, hey! I'll bet Arnie would know. True, Jim would probably know this one. Come on, Arnie, you know your movies.
What's up on your movies, Arnie? You could guess this one.
Janie B has no idea. All right. So yes, it's considered a chick flick. It is written by a British author, female.
Huh.
And if that's a guess, I don't know if that's a guess or not, but that's not correct.
Yeah, that would not be it. I don't know much, but I know it's not that.
All right. You'll bewitch me by yourself. And if anybody of you hasn't seen this yet, I mean, I'm going to highly recommend it, including you. But I have a feeling you've seen it, Mary Ellen.
Well, I might have. I'm horrible at quotes. Horrible.
Oh, well, this is a very quintessential quote in this movie. Happens towards the end, at the very end, in fact. All right, I'm going to give it away. Nobody has gotten it yet. I apologize if anybody. Oh, there we go. Arnie got it. Is it from Pride and Prejudice? I recall hearing this line on the Hallmark this year. On Hallmark, yeah. It is definitely Pride and Prejudice. And of course, Pride and Prejudice has been done many times as a series, as a movie. But honestly, the best one is the movie with Keira Knightley. She's absolutely amazing in it, and the guy is too. Have you seen it, Mary Ellen?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I do love Pride and Prejudice. You're right. But never would I've thought about that. But that's where Hallmark movies come in handy for Arnie, because it just plays into other things sometimes.
Yeah, Marguerite, I really recommend you. I think you'd like it. So the writer is Jane Austen, and the other movie that they've done of hers is Sense and Sensibility, and almost as good. It really is a good movie, and that one has oh my gosh, who's my favorite? Emily Watson, I think. And I can't remember who. Hugh Grant is in it. But anyway, okay, there we go. Pride and Prejudice. All right, time for movie review. Mary Ellen, we are reviewing When the Game Stands Tall.
Okay, you guys, if you didn't see this movie, try and work it in sometime. Now, I have to say, it hit home in more ways than one. So, Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson is my favorite. I couldn't remember her name, and she is so good. Anyway, sorry.
Um, my two sons played football in high school. My husband ran a junior high football program that fed into the high school. So, he was their coach for a while, and then he ran it was football all the time. It made me even a little teary-eyed because I could relate to so much of this movie. It just it is more than winning. It's how you deal with people. It's how you bond with them. It's how you work as a team. It's how there's so much more to it than the actual X's and O's. So yeah, I gave it a 9. I couldn't stop watching it, and I told Nick, I said, you need to watch this. I know it did make me cry, Janie B.
It's a tearjerker. It is.
Because he didn't take care of himself. He always took care of the kids, always took care of the team. Freddie McGowan, I know he's listening because he's texting me. He must not be able to get into the chat, but hi, Freddie.
Hi, Freddie.
He runs the soccer team in Ireland in a little town. He did it for years, and so he can relate to it. It's just it's very, very cool movie. I liked it. I gave it a 9.
9 is good. It's as good as we've had. So I gave it an 8.5. So right there with you. This is, and I'm going to explain 3 phases of my life. Phase 1, I go see a movie and I remember everything about it. Phase 2, I go see a movie and years later I start watching it again and I don't remember that I'd already seen it until halfway through. But I am now in phase 3 where I started watching this movie and I think I've seen it before, but I could not remember enough to be sure. So I think I may have seen this before, but this movie, I loved it because it was a little out of the norm. It wasn't the normal formula of losing and then winning in the end. It was, as you said, Mary Ellen, is more to the game than winning. And that's what this film was about. And yeah, so loved it. I loved it. That was a quote from Pride and Prejudice.
It sure was. Cruising on the high seas and travel. I really like The Blind Side. I don't remember The Longest Yard very well, but I did love The Blind Side because it too had more of a story than just winning and losing football. So yeah.
Blind Side is one of my all-time favorites. The Longest Yard, I saw the original one with Burt Reynolds. I have not seen the one with Adam Sandler, so I don't know how that one is. All right. Well, we didn't have Rachel here to contribute her, but we know she's camping. So
she's camping, yes.
Yes. So, okay. Now here, I want you to look at this, Mary Ellen. I didn't tell her in advance. Why do you think I chose this movie?
Because you're coming to Oklahoma?
That's right. And I don't have enough time. You can just tell this, this does not look good.
You're going to be living it.
I may try to start watching it tonight. In fact, if you ain't first, you're last. This is my favorite quote. All right. So Wagons East with John Candy and whoever that other guy is. Yeah, what we're trying to do cruising is we're trying to do movies we've never seen before, and and we're trying to give everybody the option of only having to watch a few minutes.
Yeah.
John Candy was great in so many things, and part of Second City TV. If you were a Second City TV,
Oh, me too, Janie B. Cruising, we do this every week. We pick like a random movie, and then anybody in chat can, text Dean in from the live place on Instagram or whatever, and give your review and what you rate it. So
that's right. Yeah,
there's multiple, opinions on what they thought about the movie.
right. So Wagons East, it's free on YouTube. And if you want to, send me your feedback, what do you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? And how long did you watch it before you gave up, or did you watch the whole movie? So that's what we do. All right, time for which decade or what year? All right, here we go. And we all know that sign does not in any way give away the answer to this question. In what century were the Olympics first held? That's a tough one, but it's very relevant, right? The Olympics. Are you an Olympic watcher?
I am. I love the Olympics.
What events of the Summer Olympics do you like most?
The summer ones, swimming, gymnastics, that type of thing. Stuff that you don't get to see all the time.
So I'm gonna correct. There's a lot of people who are thinking of the modern Olympics, and I think Arnie kind of nailed it down. I'm not talking about the modern Olympics. I'm talking about the games. I think you all know where, Mary Ellen, do you know probably where they began?
Yes.
So thank you for clarifying that, Arnie. And so all of you guessing 1900s, I was not referring to the modern Olympics. I am referring, we have a guess from Timothy, which is first century. And I think Arnie is still asking about or answering about the modern Olympics. But I'm talking about the origins.
The very first.
Yeah. The very first Olympic game.
The picture is not reminiscent of what the question is. It's,
right.
It's not that.
That's correct. I was trying not to give it away, but now I've kind of confused people. So
I'll say 3rd century.
Okay, so yeah, Timothy's got us on track here. 3rd century, 1st century. I'm going to give you a little more time if you want to guess again.
We're talking like running relays in fig leaves shorts.
In fig leaf shorts. That's exactly what they did. Timothy's on to something here before Christ. All right.
That's a good point, Timothy Rainwaters.
All right. Here we go. The answer is, and I apologize if this is what I found on Google. 7th century BC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The first known Olympic Games were held in the summer of 776 BC in Olympia, a sacred sanctuary in southern Greece. And I think you knew Greece, right?
Yeah.
The games were held every 4 years to honor Zeus, the king of the gods in ancient Greece, and were part of a religious festival. So.
But surely it was localized. I mean, now it's like world.
Yeah.
Back then, I'm sure they had to have come not very far.
Right. Now you see the guy in the middle. He's obviously going to get the gold, but this guy to the left of him, I'm thinking he hates the Olympic Games. Right then, he's saying, "Stupid Olympic Games."
What is this?
Yeah, this will never last. Yeah, it is. I found it very interesting too.
It has evolved into something totally different. Yes.
I
Um,
like I like their uniforms too. Not exactly light attire for the running games.
no,
Maybe they had to shield themselves from swords at the same time.
I mean, it's looked like they're defending themselves while they're trying to run.
Yeah. All right. What movie? All right. Well, we don't have. We know we don't have our movie buffs here. Although some of you,
Well, Arnie,
Arnie got the one. So I feel as though after this picture, it's going to get fairly obvious, but I've been wrong before. So this one is not obvious. Oh, I like Janie B's guess, Petticoat Junction.
I
It
know
looks.
what I thought, JB, but that's not a movie.
I remember that theme song and everything.
Me too.
Yeah. At the end, it says, "And here's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction." Remember that?
Yes.
All right. That's funny, Arnie. Yeah, exactly what Janie B said. All right. Well,
Yes.
all right. That was definitely not a giveaway picture. Here we go. And Mary Ellen, you're free to guess as soon as you want. Oh.
Oh.
No more Petticoat Junction.
No,
Junction.
no. Now we're like in the 50s or something.
Seems like it. Give everybody just a minute.
It's not The Outsiders, is it?
Good guess. Very good guess. It is not The Outsiders, though. Boy, that does look like The Outsiders. Was Kiefer Sutherland in The Outsiders?
I think so.
Everybody was in The Outsiders. If you ever go, but I just recently watched it, and I thought Outsiders had every blooming person in it, and yet it wasn't that well written. It was interesting, and I love the story, but it wasn't written that well.
It was shot in Tulsa, so there's the house where they shot it. There's a little museum inside of it.
Okay. Yes, Arnie, that is Kiefer Sutherland. All right, we'll go to the next picture. Yeah, Timothy Donald Kiefer's dad just passed. Donald Sutherland is one of those people. Hey, he was in Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He was the dad. Oh, there we go.
Arnie,
Janie coming in just slightly in front of Arnie. They absolutely blipped onto my thing at the same time, but Arnie and Janie B, yes, Stand By Me. Very good. All right. Thanks, Cruisin'. You go ahead and hope to see you soon. All right. Yeah. Stand By Me. Did you see Stand By Me, Mary Ellen?
If I did, I sure don't remember it.
Okay. Maybe these pictures will help.
Oh, yeah.
So it was about these four young boys who go and I think they're going to find that they heard there's a dead body out in the wilderness or something, out in the woods. And they go to find it. Anyway.
No, I never saw it then.
It's a little morbid. This actor here with the white t-shirt, that is Nathan liked it. All right, cool. It was a good movie. That is Joaquin Phoenix's brother. Do you remember his name?
River.
And River, he passed at a young age. I think it was it either drug overdose or suicide? I can't remember.
I thought it was a drug overdose, but I'm not sure.
Could be. Anyway, he was a brilliant actor. I'm not kidding. Like that guy, he was not only brilliant in this movie, but he was in a movie with Harrison Ford called Mosquito Coast. And it's one of Harrison Ford's least known movies. but it's very interesting. And if you want to see a great performance by this River Phoenix, Mosquito Coast. Okay, and then anyway, Stand By Me. Way to go, Janie B and Arnie. All right, it is time. We're entering finally another bracket challenge. We tried something that didn't work out so well. I will say this. If you look closely at this Mickey logo that I asked AI to create for this Disney bracket challenge, it purposely messes certain things up. But
Yes.
yeah,
the spelling. Yes.
yeah, if the spelling is wrong, I'm sure if you pay, you get the better one. But we are doing the most inspiring attraction. And today I only have enough prepared for Hollywood Studios. So we're gonna all go back to the old format where we pick one or the other, and we'll get down to it. So what we're asking for today is not necessarily your favorite attraction or anything. It is, what do you think is the most inspiring attraction, right? What inspires you? So think about that. Let's go ahead and go through it. All right. Number 1, Alien Swirling Saucers or the Beauty and the Beast show?
Beauty and the Beast show.
Absolutely agree with you on that one. Yeah. 2 votes for Beauty and the Beast. We'll give the chat a little bit here. We don't have a ton of people out there, so we will move through this fairly quickly, actually.
You guys get to vote too on Alien Swirling Saucers or Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Arnie's agreeing with us, Beauty and the Beast. And Nathan going with Alien Swirling. All right, good. We got a vote for Alien in here.
We have them represented. That's good.
Timothy with Beauty and the Beast. I should flip through them. So Arnie, Beauty and the Beast. Timothy, Beauty and the Beast. Nathan with Alien, certainly whatever. Janie B, live performances are the best, so I'll take that as a Beauty and the Beast. And Marguerite, also Beauty and the Beast. So definitely Beauty and the Beast moving on. Thank you, everybody. All right, next. This will be a tougher one, I think. Disney Movie Magic. So this is the projection show on the Grauman Theater, or Fantasmic, which I have never seen.
Really?
Never seen it.
Which one?
Fantasmic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why, but I will.
I say Fantasmic.
Okay, Fantasmic says Arnie. Fantasmic from Mary Ellen. Fantasmic from Nathan. Fantasmic from Janie B. I think we already have a clear winner here, but let's give everybody another second. I haven't seen either one, is what I think Marguerite's saying. Okay, Timothy's saying Fantasmic. Since I haven't seen Fantasmic, I'm just going to agree with you all. And I'm not a big Disney movie magic fan anyway. All right, Fantasmic, moving on. Hey, something happened with my PowerPoint. Oh, well. All right, Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular or Smuggler's Run?
Well, I've seen Smuggler's Run a million times on live streams. And I've seen Indiana Jones in person. I say Indiana Jones.
Okay, 1 for Indiana Jones. All right, now the votes are... Whoa, my thing jumped. All right. Indiana Jones from Janie B. Indiana Jones from Arnie. Smugglers from Timothy. All right. We got a Smugglers vote. So we have 3-1 so far. I also vote for Indiana Jones. So that's 4-1.
And, do you think it's going to go away?
Oh, is there a rumor of it?
Yeah. They're going to announce it at D23 that it's going to go away, and they're going to just extend Star Wars into that area.
No, I had not heard this. Nathan also agreeing with this. Indiana Jones. Well, how sad is that?
I know, but their concession to that is they're thinking about putting the Indiana Jones ride that they have at Disneyland and putting it in where Dino Land was in Animal Kingdom.
Wow, how did I miss all this? Well, that is sad. I mean, even if you've seen it 100 times, it's fun just to sit there and be a part of that big crowd.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Now I'm all sad.
I'm sorry, Dean.
I hadn't heard that. Indiana Jones ride is awesome. Yeah, it is.
Which
The
I
one.
think is a bonus, but I think they could keep both. But
Wow. Okay. I mean, Smuggler's Run is cool. I mean, it's something that I'd always thought in my head. Why don't they do more with the with that style of ride? But I don't think it's as inspiring as Indiana Jones. Okay, here we go. Muppet Vision 3D or Slinky Dog Dash.
okay, you guys are going to think I'm weird, but I'm going up at Vision 3D.
Not at all. Muppet Vision, Muppets. Arnie saying Muppets. All right. Muppets from Janie. So you thought you were weird? No.
I'm glad you guys are weird too.
They should move it to Animal Kingdom with the ride. Yeah.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Muppets, he says. So Timothy's with you. And this is a no-brainer for me. It's Muppets all the way. Marguerite haven't been to Hollywood Studios since 1995. Wow. Okay, well you got to get back there. Great idea, says Janie B for Timothy's idea. Well, clearly Muppets wins that one. And honestly, I'm going to say it. I think Slinky Dog Dash is perhaps the most overly rated ride at Disney World. The amount of time you have to wait to get on it compared to how short it is. It's a good roller coaster, okay? It's a good roller coaster. It's not worth an hour and a half. It is not worth it. All right. Ooh, these feel like they're too close, but it's the way it came up for me. Star Tours or Rise of the Resistance?
Rise.
Yeah. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I vote Rise of the Resistance. It has to be. But I love Star Tours. I love the queue on Star Tours. And if you were there when they opened that ride, it was the coolest thing ever. It was so cool.
Agreed. I haven't even gotten on Rise yet because I will not stand in line for an hour and a half, 2 hours to get on Rise.
Oh, you haven't been on Rise yet?
I have not. I haven't been on Slinky Dog either. I won't wait in line for I only have a limited amount of time. I'm not going to wait in line for hours.
Yep. I'm going to say if you can get Lightning Lane, do it. That's the one time I would pay for Lightning Lane. But I would even say this, Mary Ellen, I almost feel like you should wait for Rise to Resistance. It's an experience unlike any other attraction that has ever been made at Disney World.
It does look cool for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's a what is it, 15 to 20 minute thing? I mean, it's amazing. Janie B says Rise. Arnie says Rise. Timothy, Rise hands down. Nathan, Rise. Arnie says, Doug and I went on Rise at Disneyland in November. We waited 15 minutes standby. Oh my gosh, what happened that day?
It was your lucky day.
I'll say. Timothy, Star Tours does have several different themes you can experience. Like, isn't it like 25 or 30 or something? I mean, it's crazy.
That's true.
Even the servers at Club 33 were shocked by how fast we got on it.
You bet.
I never heard of 15 minutes.
Me either.
That's crazy. Okay, Rise is moving on. All right. Toy Story Mania or Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
The queue is just phenomenal, and the story and It's inspiring.
Janie B. Oops. I jumped. Agreeing with you. Tower of Terror. Arnie, Tower of Terror. Timothy, Tower of Terror. I'm 100% on board with you guys, and I will not go on Tower of Terror. I get sick on it. Tower of Terror, says Marguerite. All right. Janie B. agreeing with you.
Back up at the top, Arnie said that his friends got drinks at the club while they were waiting for us. Well, they probably didn't even get to drink their whole drink. As got on there.
That's funny. 15 minutes. That's nuts. Okay, Tower of Terror, moving on. And again, I just want to say I can't handle the up and down thing for some reason. It gets the best of me. But the queue, when I was there the last time, I waited with Jim with More Sunshine and my brother Bob and a few others just so I could go through the queue. And then I got up to the end and embarrassingly said, how can I get out of here?
But the queue, yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, man. It's so good. All right. Runaway Railway or Rock and Roller Coaster?
Ooh. I've done both of those.
Janie's telling Arnie, I missed Tower of Terror in California. Oh, yeah, they did the Guardians thing. Rock and Roller Coaster from Arnie.
Well, they're both R&R. So
wait a minute.
Runaway Railway, he means.
Oh, good thing you clarified. Okay, I almost misinterpreted. Hey, Donna Jaworski. Hiya, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Donna, you're just in time. I know she'll have a thought on this one. Donna, the category is not best ride. It is most inspiring ride. What is the most inspiring ride? This is like the last slide.
I must say Runaway Railway, too.
Okay, so you're Runaway. Okay, Janie B's never done Rock and Roller Coaster, so she's with Mickey and Minnie. All right, and Timothy also Runaway Railway. Well, what do you know? We have everybody saying Runaway Railway, right? Or did I miss a?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you thought that Arnie said Rock and Roller Coaster, but he meant Runaway Railway.
And Donna's agreeing with y'all. So it's a no-brainer. Railway is moving on. I would have said probably, well, I don't know what I would have said.
Have you been on Rock and Roller Coaster?
I've been on Rock and Roller Coaster many times.
And you can handle that, but you can't handle Tower of Terror.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
There's something about the up and down of Tower and Terror that just does me in. All right, I'm going to cough. Sorry. Can't get out of my way. Okay, is that the song from Runaway Railway? Nothing Can Stop Us Now? I
Yes,
think it is. Yeah.
Yes. Sing it, Janie. Sing it.
That's kind of a cute song. I admit I was impressed with Runaway Railway, but I was mad because I like the Great Movie Ride more.
Oh, yeah, me too. Another one of those things where they should have just kept both. Runaway Railway should have been a Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't like feeling like the bottom of the floor has dropped out. Yeah.
Well, I'm holding on for dear life. Trust me.
Well, we had a great night. I want to, since Donna and maybe a couple others joined us late, I want to go back and show them the AI thing. Okay.
Okay.
Arnie saying, love Runaway Railway at Disneyland. They built it in Mickey's Toontown.
Perfect. That's where it belongs.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right. So if anybody's interested in this, Donna, I don't know that I assume you weren't on earlier, but I had AI generate something. And if I could, oh my goodness, it's going to be very stubborn for me. And here it was. And I won't wait for people to put in the chat, but in the interest of AI and its popularity, I went to an AI site and I said, generate something for me. And this is what it came up with. And now I'm going to show you what I entered. And that was show the longest line of people waiting to get on to Rise of the Resistance at a futuristic Hollywood studios where the people are dressed up as Star Trek characters. I was absolutely impressed with this.
I mean, you see different aspects of that for sure.
You do. I mean, tons of, a sea of people, all in Star Trek outfits.
Mm-hmm.
You see a futuristic Hollywood studios.
You can tell it's Hollywood Studios.
Yep. And they guessed that. You guys guessed Hollywood Studios, Star Wars, and Star Trek. So anyway, very amazing. And then it generated this picture as well. So, but I've preferred this one. All right. Yeah, very interesting. All right. Arnie's saying, same for Tiana. Tiana's Bayou Adventure fits so well in New Orleans Square. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, gosh, it's 7:03 my time, 8:03 Eastern time. Tomorrow I leave on a big road trip to Oklahoma where I get to meet somebody down there, and taking my daughter to a wedding with her one of her best friends from college. So, little road trip.
Yay.
Freddie, if you're out there,
go to sleep, Freddie.
Yeah, bedtime. you got to get up.
That's right.
You got work to do. All right. Well, Mary Ellen, thank you. Look forward to seeing you in a couple of days.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Donna. Thank you, Arnie. Appreciate, excuse me. You guys, I'm getting all choked up. We'll see you next week. Oh, and next week, it will be a little bit different format as I will not have as much time to prepare given my trip. So we will have something. So anyway, thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye all.